Welcome to another edition of the Overserved podcast. I'm one of your two hosts, AC AngryCops, Rich High. And to my left is your other co-host, Joe, Average Joe, G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe. Do you remember?
Do I get to say hi, Joe?
Oh, say hi, Joe.
Don't skip it.
I'm sorry.
Hi, Joe.
I can't believe I forgot to say hi.
Oh.
Say hi, Joe.
Hi, Joe.
There we go. We've
There it
hit
is.
our topics now. Do you remember action figure therapy?
I do.
I miss it.
Show me on the doll where he hurt you. That therapy?
That's
How far? Oh, fuck.
It's a different kind of action figure therapy. Yeah, I used to try to do that. I had the real life super official GWAT guys. I still have them.
Oh, really? I don't have them.
And I gave them noise. Super Seals. The super secret seal.
Oh, those are the guys?
Those guys.
Those guys.
Yeah.
Super Seals.
You wear your
God, I love that, man.
You wear your suit, your wetsuit in the desert just in
Flippers.
case. With flippers. Because
Yeah.
I'm a seal. Yeah, that was my seal character.
God, it was so good.
Yeah, I need to.
That was fun.
It was just fun for me. It was like an exercise in writing.
Yeah.
So, because you have to write everything out. You can't just like ad-lib it.
Yeah.
You could, but there'd be a lot of editing. And yeah, that was fun. Maybe I'll do one of those again. Make it like throw it on Pepper Box so it's not super embarrassing.
It's not embarrassing. It is awesome, and it hit a lot of chords, man. PT belt. You know, when we did run into some SEALs, and they were like, "We're SEALs." I'm like, "I know, you told me twice already."
Yeah, I read
You don't
your
have to
book.
tell me. Yeah, I read your book. I saw your YouTube.
Just somewhere in like the 2006, 2009 time sphere, everybody just got so tired of Navy SEALs writing books about how cool they are.
Yeah.
And you're like, we get it. You're all super alpha male guys that are very driven. You have to be in that field. Stop writing books like you're a guru. You have a specific viewpoint on life, all right? Could some of those skills be transfigured, modified to other people's lives?
Yeah.
Sure. But you know who's not going to make, you know what SEALs aren't going to make? They're not going to make good artists. They're not going to be the pink-haired person that's up in a New York City apartment on the 50th floor.
Well, they're going to be up there, but not making art unless it's like a Jackson Pollock.
Yeah.
You know? That's great. What? Huh? Are we sharing a brain cell on that one?
Yep.
Yeah.
One half of a brain cell.
Oh, good. Enough to go around. Left over.
But yeah, it's like and there was just so many of these books of them talking about all their cool operations they were on, and like, you need to be driven, man. You got to wake up at 4 a.m. Jocko, David Goggins, and everybody just got sick of their shit.
I appreciate what they brought. There was a lot of unknown on leadership. Like, they twisted a lot of their shit into the corporate world, you know, about team building exercises, and then we end up with like weird ass gay trust falls. Like, oh, trust fall, and that's how we build trust. No. I build trust by not backstabbing my coworker and doing my work.
Yeah.
Worrying about myself, not worrying about Cindy and the water cooler talk.
Yeah, by not going to HR for anything.
Ugh,
They
HR.
are the enemy. HR, it should just be called internal affairs.
It is.
Just stop calling it HR. That's a soft term for something that is always it's the only job of HR is to protect the company.
Yeah.
You are not the company, you're an individual in the company.
No.
Don't go talk to HR.
In
Don't
New York
complain
State,
to HR.
New York State being an at-will employer, we fire you for no reason. You want to sue? Better be an EO, equal opportunity complaint. Then maybe you can sue and get your job back, but that's only if you can prove it was that way.
Yeah.
And the way they do corporate doublespeak and contracts and, you know, employee handbooks, by the time you sign it, you're already 3 ways from wrong already. And all you have to do is just find that section. That's where we talked about like sanction versus trainable, teachable moments. Where Shannon in the restaurant business mentioned, well, you know, if I came in a little hungover or a little under weather, but I took care of business, they took care of her. They didn't fire her. But for the person that didn't do the job, that didn't perform, they're gone and out the door.
All you need is that one reason.
Yeah, I was just looking for one, got it, gone. Rather than, hey, Dan, why are you late today? Oh, my car blew up, I got into a car accident. Whatever the reason is, there is no forgiveness for that dude because he wasn't performing at work.
Yeah. I wish more people just send in like emails or letters to HR or like the people that are in charge of them being like, this guy sucks at their job.
Yeah.
Please get rid of them.
How can you be so direct? You're going to hurt somebody's feelings.
I don't know. Sometimes I just don't care. Speaking of being direct and hurting somebody's feelings, we talked a little bit about him in a previous episode because I was like, how do you not just like uprise Palisades? The guy running for mayor in L.A., what's his name?
Spencer Pratt.
Spencer Pratt.
Yeah.
Spencer Pratt. You were
Dude,
like, dude,
I'm loving this guy, dude.
Shit's popping off of Spencer Pratt, and I'm watching videos too because I'm on Twitter, so I know what's going on, and I think that the mayor of LA that used to be like in the House of Representatives is a buffoon.
So this exposure that's going on across the country with the different amounts of fraud, the political double talk, along with the corporate double talk, all that. Well, Pratt's out here just embracing AI videos, making himself superheroes.
Yes,
but one of the clips that I watched on TikTok, he was on a news channel, and they were like, oh, aren't you worried that you're, 20 years ago, I'm paraphrasing, 20 years ago, you were on a reality TV show. Do you think that hurts you? Then that's a detriment? Well, rather than try to, like, defend himself, he's like, no, don't you think that Mayor Bass 20 years ago when she was, like, doing communist Cuba stuff and trying to burn T-shirts, and this is, he just lays out all her past.
Yeah.
And the anchor's just like, well, do you think, and he just kills people. He's dismantling arguments. He's addressing the issues about insurance fraud, why he can't get his house paid off. People are like, well, isn't it odd that you're living in Bel Air? He goes, I've been living in an Airstream trailer for a year and a half. Yeah, if I got money to go to a hotel, I'm going to a hotel.
Yeah.
What does it matter?
Well, here's the thing, too. People are trying to say, he lives in a hotel in Bel Air some of the time. Why does he live in a hotel in Bel Air? Answer that question.
Yeah.
Is it because his house burnt down and they're not letting him build
Correct.
another one?
Yeah.
Is that why? Maybe the why. Like, he doesn't actually live in a trailer in his burnt down home
Absolutely
where it
does.
used to be. No, he's living in a hotel now. Yeah, because the home burnt. It's like
The common sense is gone.
It's that saying
'cause
you
it
can
doesn't
lead a
fit the
horse to
narrative.
water, but you can't make him drink. You just led yourself to water,
Yeah.
and now you're drowning in your own stupidity.
Well, because they never think that people are going to ask a secondary question. You're looking at the face value of the interview. You live in a Bel Air hotel. And a lot of people are taking the news in at face value going, he lives in a hotel.
He must be a liar.
And then there's people on the couch that are getting anxiety, depression, and all sorts of like, well, yeah, because you burned his fucking house down.
Yeah.
His house is gone. His family is displaced, and nobody's helping them. They're making it harder for him to do his job. But he said on one interview, he goes, I'm not Republican or Democrat. I'm for the people. I don't care if you want to say that I'm one or the other, but I'm for the people.
I think
I
it would
like
be
that.
smart for him to be a dual ticket guy, be independent and Republican. He's not going to get the Democratic.
You mean in the primaries he can do that, but right? Doesn't he have to pick a side when he gets into the mayoral election?
So wait, he's currently going for the Democratic seat in the primaries, right?
Yes, he's going up against Bass and that other lady that's like...
She dropped out.
Yeah, as she should.
Yeah, what was it? There was
I feel like she would be related to AOC and Kamala.
There was a town hall. It wasn't a town hall. It was an interview where the three of them were on a podium and they were being asked questions by the news agency that was running this, I guess, debate, whatever it was, for the election, the primaries. And what they were like, they said something to the effect of he was there to undermine somebody's position. Do you know what I'm talking about?
The third candidate out there, not Mayor Bass, not Spencer, but that third one was like,
the female.
You guys are like, blah, 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 ganging up on me because you don't want to run against me.
Ganging up on me because you don't want to run against me.
And Pratt's like, no, I would rather run against you. You're a nobody, basically.
And an idiot.
Oh,
Yeah.
I hit my mic.
Drink. That's what it was.
Yeah.
You guys are ganging up on me because you're afraid of me. And he's like, no, we're not.
Not at all.
You're dumb.
Yeah.
You have horrible choice. And he like laid out a couple of things that she did that were like stupid and are looking dumb. And these people are getting voted in over and over again on their city council or whatever she is. I believe she's a member of the city council.
Yeah.
Oh.
But they're just not paying attention. But now they have our attention, right? We have wildfires. You got shortages of water. When you look into Palisades and they had the water shut off, they wouldn't let them access the reservoir because there was like a spotted pink purple hummingbird in some tree somewhere with an environmental regulation.
Yeah, but they'll put up like 1 million solar panels and the windmills, which just massacre birds.
Dude, they chop them up by the dozen, and there's even warning signs. When you go into some of these windmill farms where all the windmills are, they'll tell you, like, be careful of falling objects. Yeah, because they're birds.
Yeah.
And they're coming down at like 40 miles an hour to kill you.
Ducks are getting thwap.
So the other thing that Pratt was bringing up with the fraud, he was like, and he pointed out some heavyset lady that's working for a community center. It might have even been one of the ones related to your community, third party that dropped out. Oh, we have $465 million and we're building 10 tiny houses. I'm exaggerating, but he's like, that's $400,000 per homeless person. We can do better. Like, why are we paying $400,000 for a homeless person? That's insane. I don't consume $400,000 a year. Why would a homeless person? And if you're paying that, why wouldn't you give it back to the taxpayers? And then he talks about where's the money going. And everyone's like, well, yep. Nobody can explain where the money's going. We can explain where it's coming from, our tax dollars and federal funds too. So your state and federal taxes are going to all these little money laundering places, I feel. But he's bringing pretty good awareness by owning the shit out of them AI videos.
I hope, right? One of the best ways to like get re-election after like kind of like bumping out somebody like Bass, I think would be for Spencer Pratt to just have a whole bunch of just tax attorneys. Like here's 30 tax attorneys. You guys are going to be over in this office. I'm lopping off the funding for like these couple of things to pay for your $120,000 a year, whatever it is. You know, we're gonna spend $1.5 million. We're gonna give $150,000 to 10 different auditors, and each one is going to audit some sort of thing, and you're gonna have like where you think the biggest loss of taxpayer money is,
where we're bleeding, hemorrhaging.
And then at the end of like 6 months, 4 months, each month, whenever it's done, or you have like a big breakthrough, and we just found where $400,000 went. It went to nobody. You know, it went to this person and that person in their coffers. That's where it went. You know, that would be awesome. You want to get re-election, you do that, and then you say, this year we saved the taxpayer $1 billion. So and we're going to reinvest it. Actually reinvest it, not give it to 18 different shell corporations and PACs and et cetera.
Launder it, wash it away, everybody gets a cut, and then there's nothing left.
Yep.
It's funny you bring up the re-election in the election process. There's always been a lot of contention going all the way back to 2020 with, you know, who stole the election, you know, election fraud, ballot harvesting, voter, what do they call this? Voter, not inflation. Yep, can't think of it. I just had a moment like you did.
What was it?
So basically, the voter logs in each state were inflated.
Oh, yeah, it had like dead people on it or people that had moved out.
So they would say Ohio was at 70%, but once they got rid of the dead people, they were 105%. So
womp.
like they were womp womp, right? Like so. What's interesting?
But Joe, there's no you can't affect. There's no way.
Tommy Boy had it down. They know about voter fraud,
right?
Yeah.
If Tommy Boy can properly show how voter fraud can occur and how easily it can happen in a small town governor senator race,
right? Yeah.
I think we can all go.
There's something there.
Yeah.
But we don't want to look at it, right? We don't want to see the numbers. We don't want to go in.
I want to see the numbers. I'm tired of this
No. Oh, does this count?
Yep.
All right. Yay.
Drink.
So we talk about the voter fraud, and you're saying that on a small level we can figure it out, right?
Yeah.
Well, for the longest time, a lot of the Dems are like, well, I don't want the guards at the voting place. You know what I mean? We talked about having like armed militia there, right? Because
I don't want people standing out in front of there trying to scare people or intimidate or push one side or the other.
But the idea is a knee-jerk reaction to a problem that exists. Illegals voting, no voter ID, no one vote counts type of thing. We got people that are from other countries that are not citizens voting in our elections. It's in the Constitution. You got to be a citizen. So
if I need an ID to fly, I don't see why I don't need an ID in order to vote.
Dude, you need an ID for everything, right?
I need an ID to drive a car in New York State, but I can tell you who's going to be governor. Yeah. I see it all the time.
But they claim it's racism
on the news, where it's like 70% of all Americans, Dem, Republican, Independent, whatever. That's fine. It's the total is between 70 and 80% approval for voter ID.
Yeah.
Which voter ID doesn't mean you need to go to the DMV or your local municipality and get a specific voter ID to say I can vote now. Yeah. No, it's just, do you have a state or federal ID?
Yeah.
Yes. Are you already registered to vote in this area?
Yeah.
Yes. Ta-da, that's all you need. So
Correct.
all the people that already have an ID and vote where we live, which is 90% of Americans.
the fun part, right? Like, oh, that's it. We need voter ID. We're going to do a thing. And the Dem side of it is, well, no, everybody gets a vote. Everyone should vote. They're marginalizing your vote by creating these rules. If you're African American, apparently per Biden, you can't operate a computer.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if you're African American, to Kamala, it's racist if we have voter rules. Well, you know what's funny with the Spencer Pratt shit? Because they push so much that everybody gets a vote no matter what, and that they don't really want to care where anybody comes from. Dude, there are people from all over the country going, I'm driving down, I'm voting for Spencer Pratt. You got people on TikTok going, I got 17 ballots. I'm about to stuff these for Pratt. And the Dems like, you can't do that. That's illegal. I'm like, oh
no,
yeah,
what?
Really? Now it's illegal? Because now you got people across the country willing to cross borders without ID to vote for the other guy.
Yeah, L.A.
Yeah.
California. What a beautiful place. What a horribly run mess. It's still beautiful. It's just run
one block at a time. Well, can you imagine working there? And we talk about like the cost of living, and we go through how expensive it is to live in New York State. New York City, now this year total, $8 billion went to New York City. Mm-hmm. So the whole of New York, to include its tail, donated $8 billion in New York City to fund all their programs. And Mondami's like, oh, I solved the deficit by taking my money from upstate New York that could fill potholes, subsidize medical care for people that actually need it. You know what I mean? Like, instead of my tax dollars going for the area that I live in, and then right downstate. So it's kind of like, oh, it seems weird. Why is Hochul doing this? Because the population density in New York City is way more than the entire state.
Oh, yeah. New York City determines who wins New York State.
Yeah.
That's just it. Except for Staten Island. Staten Island is like so strange. All New York City is blue. Staten Island is red.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
Did Tony Soprano live on Staten Island? That's why.
I don't know.
I thought he was from Staten Island.
Would make sense.
It would make sense if he was.
Loud Italian, Second Amendment absolutist. Sounds.
He was a maintenance guy, a garbage guy, good, clean maintenance guy, huh?
Hey,
buddy.
I work with my hands, blue collar.
Yeah. Hey, my buddy Tony needs a job. Yeah. Got any of them jobs left? Oh, God. Yeah, it's corruption on both sides, but I feel like maybe they were a little more upfront, the Sopranos, about what they did and what they were actually asking for.
I like how we started off this podcast with just like, taxes, bad. I'm tired of it.
And now we're talking about Tony Soprano?
Voter fraud. Tony Soprano. We need to start an underground. We need a new mafia.
Jesus.
A new mafia of people that are tired of paying taxes, which I think is basically the
rent's
mafia.
too damn high.
It's too damn high.
Too damn high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy. We need him.
Well, the forklift guys, man, they never disappoint, man. I didn't realize there's many. First of all, I don't even know how many forklifts they have in the United States, but they're all in the comment section again. And there's a couple crane guys like, what about us crane guys? I'm like, I don't know. I've only seen like 10 of you in here. Must be hard to get a crane operator like certification.
Yeah.
But I asked for a forklift mafia. I think if we have a forklift
mafia.
Okay, dude. I think they can take care of business. It sounds like everybody's evenly dispersed across the United States, working warehouse jobs. Dude, if you need something, forklift guy can get it for you.
And you know what?
They're
positive people. They lift each other up.
Jesus. Speaking of forklift, your forklift certified tumbler's behind you. It's the same emblem we have on our T-shirts. Fun fact. Oh, you can't get it, can you?
No, I can't.
You got bad shoulder.
No, it's too far.
Too far. I give up. Dude, I talked to John from Bunker Branding. Mm-hmm. High vis forklift certified shirts.
That'd be cool.
So they can actually wear them at work. Because the big thing is black looks cool, but they can't actually wear them at work. Mm-hmm. But now they can do it at work.
The high vis stripes.
And it's a cotton blend. Dude, if Bunker Branding isn't doing it for me, they're doing it for me now. Yeah. High vis, can you imagine?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you can?
I can imagine it.
Yeah.
It's a shirt. It's high visibility. Yeah,
but at work. And it says you're certified on the back. It's like wearing your, I don't know, your credentials.
It's like wearing your creds.
Your creds. Oh, we could turn it into a tab, dude. Do a little forklift patch with a couple of little certifieds, and then you can add on your CDLAs and Bs.
You have
like
be
all tabbed out.
The two teeth that are like crossed.
Crossed forks.
Yep.
Yeah, I like it. Damn. So, talking about being certified, as a certified police officer in the state of New York, I work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. When I'm at work, I try to be in work mode.
Yeah.
I want to focus. I want to, do the best that I can. I was working, and I had a nice lady come in. She wanted to file a domestic.
Was this the one you were talking to me on the phone and then you had to go?
Honestly, yeah, from behind the desk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was like, hey, dude, I got to go. There's at my window. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, okay, see ya, bye.
Well, it's the same for you with warrants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, what's going on? What are we doing in the next episode? I'm surveilling a house right now.
I call Rich. When I talk to some of you guys on Discord, I'm on Discord. I'm pretty active in it late at night. Like when I'm chilling, I'm like, I go on Discord to find out what the world's doing, at least in that little section. And they're like, oh, how's Rich? And I'm like, causing trouble in my town.
Yep.
Like just being like just this guy. So Rich is running a warrant. I'm like, hey, Rich, what's going on, bud? Like, we're friends. He's like, I'm sitting on a house. He's not whispering, but it sounds like he's whispering.
I should be whispering.
He should
For the sake of the story, I'm whispering just to let people know.
I'm sitting on a house. We're looking for a guy. Oh, he left. And he's telling me the whole story. I'm like, okay, dude, if you have to go. He's no, man, come along for the ride. So I'm on the phone call while he's doing this raid.
Jump in a car, help us out.
They're stopping cars. They're doing warrants on houses. But his mess in my town overflew or flowed.
Flowed?
Floated? Overflowed?
Fluted?
Fluted? It fluted into my town.
Flouted.
Flouted. Flotus. First lady. Anyways, so as we ramble on, it ended up back at work, and I'm hearing from my captains, I'm hearing about lieutenants, everybody involved in the different scenarios and the troubles that have now occurred because of your incident.
Yeah, some shenanigans happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I got to answer for it. It's like, Rich. I'm like, yeah, I do. But, like, he didn't do that. You guys did that. He's like, well I'm like, yeah, we got problems.
Yeah, we're gonna
Things have to be in places right now, and they're not there. I'm like, yeah, it's not us. So anyways, Rich causes some trouble for me.
I didn't cause any trouble. We were just there.
I was trying to have lunch, dude, when I was being talked to.
Oh, my God.
Trying to have lunch. I just want a sandwich.
It's a suburban agency.
You wrecked my day.
Why'd you call 911 on my lunch break?
No.
I'm busy.
They call 911 for everything.
Oh, my gosh.
So back to the story. I was talking to Rich on the phone. He's doing a thing. I'm like, oh, hey, dude, when I work, I'm like, dude, I got to go. There's no talking after that. It's just, I have to go. I got something at the window. This lady is upset. I can already see it in her face. The eye contact's not there. She's kind of looking down. We're not happy. She wants to report a domestic. Gives me her ID. I check everything out. I'm like, oh, okay, we got a lot going on here. There's a record. There's a lot of paperwork and documents.
She's a frequent flyer when it comes
everywhere.
To policing in general.
And she's telling me all these things, and I'm like, oh, I always like to work with the root of the cause, the cause of the problem. I'm like, okay, what's going on? Oh, well, I'm staying at my man's house, but my other man, who like I'm now staying with, is like coming by and saying that he found me on the internet. I'm like, what? I'm like trying to understand like where she's like, well, him, and she points to the guy in the public area here. Yeah, that's the guy. He's my boyfriend. I'm like, what's the other guy? Well, I was seeing him for a minute, but I'm back with him now. And I'm like, all right, so you're back with him.
Love triangle.
Living it. Love quadrangle. Remember that starfish thing you talked about with like 8 different sides? Yeah, this has got a lot of pieces. So as she's talking about this, I'm like, okay, so I have multiple players. Okay. And I'm doing that little math in my head, like trying to figure out who's doing what. Yeah, the numbers are sliding.
It's like the mafia tree. You're like, all right, there's this woman's at the head of the tree, and then there's 2 dudes at this moment that split off. They're related because of a relationship with her. Okay, carry on, ma'am.
Do we have any children in common? The answer is no. Good. Less complicated
Thank
tree.
God.
Dude. So, and mind you, she's 50. She's in her 50s.
Banging it out. Anyway.
She's really holding on.
50, thrifty, and thriving.
So as we're talking to her, I need evidence and I have questions. If you want to put a charge on somebody, I have to do an investigation, ask you questions.
What was the charge that she wanted? Just a simple assault?
Actually, she wanted stalking, but I can't prove stalking. It was only a one-time event, and she never told the guy she couldn't be there. So in order for stalking, you have to erroneously follow somebody around public with no other purpose other than to stalk. Right?
Yeah, and a number of times, too.
It has to be proven.
It can't be just like, even twice. Like, that's not really stalking.
If you live on a street where there's a Walmart or you live on a street that there's a corner store, we can't prove stalking because I was just going to the store.
Yeah.
But I can prove stalking based on her text messages. But as I'm asking her to provide me facts, she just wants feelings and she just wants me to arrest somebody right away. I can't do it.
Yeah.
As I'm asking her to provide me facts, she just kind of goes, all right, cool. And just, I don't know what she says under her breath. But I hand her a piece of paper that she has to sign in order to like kind of move forward. And as she does it, she does this. and rubs her middle finger across her forehead / eyebrow.
She flips you off.
And in mid-interview, I touched my mic. Look at that. That cord's going to get us. Good.
Drink.
All right. So I hit the mic again. Sorry, guys. If you're driving, don't drink.
If you drink, don't drive.
Correct. So as she slides...
So she's scratching her forehead.
With her middle finger.
Yeah,
like a
just
5th grader.
Obviously flipping you off as if like, oh, I'm dumb. You couldn't possibly be flipping me off because you're scratching your head.
So I call her out at the window. I'm like, ma'am, and I have body cams going. Everything's recording. In today's digital age, everything is recorded.
Yeah.
I'm stopping. So I'm like, have this professional attitude about facts and evidence, and I'm kind of cold, and I need to see the facts. I kind of break character. I'm like, did you really just flip me off right now? I'm trying to help you. And as she does it, she puts up her index finger next to her eyebrow and then rubs the index and middle finger across her brow as to disguise the middle finger. You already flipped me off.
Yeah, I just told you what you did.
Yeah. So as we go through this, I do end up helping her. We do find the evidence we need. I have enough to send off to the detectives because I'm not going to do the investigation any further than where we are. And she's just happy and delighted that for the 9th time this year, she gets to now apply for an order of protection or get an investigation or something like that. Meanwhile, I'm kind of looking at the dude like, yo, you putting up with all this? Like, now it's coming to your house. So the accusation was that the ex-boyfriend of the ex-boyfriend or whatever showed up on her front lawn at her boyfriend's house, but even though the other guy was an ex-boyfriend, like, it was kind of hard to follow. I could put a diagram up here, but it'd be weird, mostly a circle. So
Guy 1 showed up at Guy 2's house where female is.
Yeah, but Guy 2 house is the main boyfriend.
Yes.
He's the go-to boyfriend on all the situations. If there's Guy 1 through 8, she always goes back to Guy 2.
Poor guy.
Is it, though? Because he's doing it to himself. Makes you think, is there something more going on? Is he running? Is she a bottom?
Is he just a sad man that needs to get laid?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Occam's razor.
But
Sometimes
as we
the
get through
easiest
this,
solution is the correct one.
I just find the humor in this entire scenario. Multiple boyfriends, stalking charges, you're mad at the police never help you, you're flipping me off. And I'm like, you know what? Like, I can't get mad at it. She's 50, acting like a 5-year-old with 25-year-old human problems that she put on herself.
I had a dude that I arrested during an investigation, and he was a convicted felon, and he got arrested with 2 firearms that I had to get a search warrant for. And he's like selling dope too. And I got like all of his, scales and like his cutting agent and all this other crap, right? So this dude's already done Fed time. I did hand his case over to the ATF because he's a felon in possession of firearms. And he did something stupid with one of them, which is why he came up on our radar. So I'm sitting down with him, and I'm like, hey, bud, here's the deal. I haven't done anything with the feds yet. It's just local investigation. I got your firearms. You took photos with them. You've sent text messages of you saying what you did. Like, you're so like, the amount of evidence that I have is not necessary, but it's overwhelmingly ridiculous. You're so screwed that you did this, I could prove it in court.
We could overserve him a warrant.
Right? Yeah. I don't even need a DA to, like, I could be the prosecution.
Well, what's interesting, you talk about that in the small town versus big town.
Yeah.
We write our own charges as police officers. We'll do the report, do the investigation, and if in a decent amount of time we can get to the charge, we write the charge. We
could do that because a lot of it's cut and paste.
Yeah.
Like, there could literally be a massive shared folder with, hey, this is how you write it up, just cut and paste your shit.
Yeah.
And sometimes it would be faster, depending on who you get.
It's in Charms,
but
right under the charges. Yeah.
But I don't know. It's the way that we do it.
Well, you have 880. We have 64.
Yeah, we need consistency.
Yeah, yours is different. It needs to go to a detective to make sure there aren't holes in the case so you can get a prosecution.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm sitting down with this guy, and I'm like, here's the deal, dude. Like, you're screwed 5 ways from Sunday, and you did it to yourself. And I'm going to give this to the ATF, but you seem to be a man of the streets, a man about town, if you will. If you happen to have any information that could help you out, like ounces of coke or fentanyl or meth Or if you happen to know somebody that's got a firearm, maybe you could buy from them for us.
Real quick, if everybody's listening to this on a podcast, like in your car, no visual, as you watch or listen to Rich's voice, he's slowing down his speech. He's softening his words. He's sounding like a relatable dude.
I'm just trying to say, hey, here's a way out.
He's not the cop that wants to hurt me. He wants to help me.
I don't want to put you in jail. I want to get you out of it.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
I just do, man.
I've already got your stuff. I want more stuff. You can't. You don't have any more stuff for me.
You're not even my guy.
You're not even my guy anymore.
Yeah.
You were my guy, not my guy anymore. What do you say we get a new guy that's not you? And he was like, nah, man, I'm going to eat these charges. I go, okay. That is very G of you.
It's noble of you.
Hey, that is okay. That is great. He's like, no, man, I'm not gonna tell anybody. Ain't no stitch. I go, hey, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. You're looking at 20 years of Fed time.
So
not state time.
Listen.
The feds are going to come because they're going to take it.
They're going to take 70%, 80% of his time, yeah.
Oh.
So everybody's tough up front. Yeah, I'll defend everything. I got it all, like whatever. We had these Bitcoin people back in the day, and they drove up from Rochester, and they drove up from Queens. They stopped in Rochester and did all this crazy stuff. What they were doing, they stole numbers. Well, they bought numbers off the dark internet. Jeez, is that a Freudian slip? Dark web?
Yeah. What did you say, black web?
Black web. Well, it is what it is.
Is it a Spider-Man reference?
They were talking about here? They were African-American. So.
Oh, no.
So these guys come out of a gang in Queens, and what they're doing is they're driving from Queens all the way to, like, Canada.
Okay.
And they're stopping at different stores with fake credit card numbers that they encoded onto gift cards.
Yes.
So they would take a MasterCard, encode it with your information on it, and then go buy more gift cards. And in turn, they were taking those gift cards on the web, doing ledger technology with Bitcoin, buying Bitcoin. It's hard to trace Bitcoin, but it is, but it isn't. You have to really want to look to find the transactions.
Yes.
So they were buying Bitcoin with stolen credit card information. With stolen gift cards from stolen credit card information. 3 layers, and they were gang members.
Just to clarify, gang members stole a credit card.
No, they
hold on.
They stole credit card information.
You're correct. They're stealing the information from a credit card.
Yep.
They then purchase gift cards and they transfer that credit card information to the gift cards. So basically,
it looks like
the
a gift
card now, when it's swiped in a gift card, it's a duplicate of a stolen credit card.
And they buy more gift cards.
Yes. So they buy more and more and more. And the more credit card information they steal, the more cards they can use. And they keep doing that and purchasing Bitcoin because they're like, oh, here's a $1,000 purchase of Bitcoin before the card shuts off because it's going to be anti-fraud.
And then they send it off to an account and God knows where, right?
What happened?
And with their 12-word seed phrase, that money's gone. Like, it's really hard to get back. Well, what happened is they were running the scam in our town. One of our diligent officers noticed, well, that's a weird car. It was a Chrysler, parked out in front of a store, like not in a regular parking spot, with a dude like kind of waiting, like a getaway driver.
Yeah.
Like, why do you need that? Like, it's late at night, the weather's fine, you can walk.
Yeah, why is he parked over here? Because you know what I do when I go to like a corner store?
Yeah.
I park at the closest parking location, little spot, so that I can get in as quickly as I can to the store. Efficiently. I'm not going to park on the opposite side of the pumps and then walk 150 feet to the front door. So when you see that, you go, why is he parked over there?
Yeah.
Not like a
we
normal
have a weird
person.
Parking spot.
Oh, because he doesn't want to be on camera. He doesn't want to be seen.
So we do a
Why doesn't he want to be seen? Let me go say hi.
So a traffic stop happens. These 2 upstanding gentlemen do not have licenses.
Oh, no.
They're not really forthcoming with information. We can hold you within up to 24 hours. I think it's 48 without identification in New York State.
Yeah.
I should probably know this, but we don't do a ton of it.
Well, it's one of those things, too, where if you had to do it, you would just call up and clarify.
But ultimately, upon police presence, they're like, yeah, we're not saying nothing.
Yeah.
Like, literally clam up. Get them back to the station. It's like, we'll talk about everything. You want to talk about the Knicks? You want to talk about the Lakers? We'll talk about anything. And they're pretty well-dressed dudes. Their fatal flaw in the entire plan and this entire scam, so instead of robbing jewelry stores, they're now electronic. This is one of 2 gangs that are very notable in all of pretty much the country. If you go East Coast, West Coast, you could pick a side, and they're on that side that's in New York City.
Yeah.
Their fatal flaw, they plug their phones into the car. When you plug your phone into a car, I don't need a warrant. When you plug your phone into a car, you give up all rights to privacy because that phone sucks all your information out of it. And through questioning, like, what are you doing? Like, we're just trying to get some tail. We're trying to get some girls.
Wait, explain this car thing, no warrant thing, because you lost me.
Well,
so you plug your phone into the car. I know that the two exchange information.
Upon approach, we don't know that they're actual gangsters doing criminal activity. We know
Okay.
that crime is afoot somewhere. We go into the store. They know that now it's a stolen credit card.
Yeah.
Like, they figured that out on scene. We get them back to the station. We're calling the Secret Service because Secret Service works with encoding of credit cards. Like, they can tell you what layer of data is on what part of the credit card.
Okay.
So they can tell that the gift card's not real. But through the questioning process, they didn't answer shit. They were like cool bros just chilling.
Yeah.
But what they didn't do, they didn't delete any of the information in the car. They plugged their phone in so they could listen to music in the car.
Yeah.
And it was a rental. They have no expectation of privacy when they upload all their information to a rental.
Okay.
What nobody knows is all that information that gets sucked into the rental, that's mine. It's for free.
So
Go ahead. Develop your question. So we basically...
the question that I have is, you may not need a warrant, but you would still need a permission to search from the rental company, would you not?
Not when the navigation's up on the screen and it shows you every stop that they did.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that you could do.
Yeah. So we have that. That's enough to charge, right? And then going forward, we know New York State does like warrants. They want everything clean.
I love it. You went onto the center console and you're just like, previous directions and locations. And it was just like, well, the recent searches that you had are here, 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 and here. And
For your not car.
Yeah, nice.
You're not yours. So, yeah, when you guys are plugging your shit into cars and you think it's clean, it ain't clean, dude.
Yep.
Never clean. I would never hook it up.
There are numerous times where we've had cars, the entertainment console dumped because we would get information from the phone that they plugged into said car's infotainment system.
So we ended up raiding a couple of college dorms that night because of how fast information goes.
Yep.
When they're not in contact with their people back home, people start burying tracks, deleting things.
Oh, yeah.
We had Faraday bags, which block all the cell signals in and out of phones. Tuck those in there, boom, leave them on. If you leave them off, allegedly, I'm not 100% on this, I didn't take the class, but if you turn the phone off instead of airplane mode, it like shuts off and you can still access it from the internet. But if you leave the phone on, the phone's like, I'm the main source of this information. You can't mess with it. So the phone has to remain on.
What happens is when you turn it on airplane mode, it prevents it from sending and receiving any data. So basically what you've done is you've frozen the phone. If you turn the phone on and off, what happens is when it powers on again outside of airplane mode, and I believe even we'll say that even in airplane mode, if you turn it off and turn it on, you're fine. Outside of airplane mode, if you turn it off and turn it on, it'll automatically update. And part of that automatic updates is it's going through all of your apps that you can reach from your computer or whatever and saying, oh, okay, he's deleted this information. We need to copy that over to here and remove whatever it is that we removed or add whatever it is we needed to add.
Yeah.
And an easy example would be photos. If you've got an Android phone and you've got Google Photos, right? If you put your phone in airplane mode and then you go on your computer to your Google account and then you delete like all of the photos on your phone, right? If it's in airplane mode, it's still stored that way. It is not deleting anything.
Yeah.
However, if you turn your phone off, to be like, oh, I want to save everything, let me power it off. And then you turn it back on, when it re-uploads, when it powers back on, it's going to update as soon as it gets a signal. So ways that you combat that are A, putting it in airplane mode, which is the best way, and B, putting it in Faraday cage so that there is no signal whatsoever.
Yeah.
There's also a weird thing when it came to iPhones where if you brought it into like a secure facility, somehow similar like how AirTags talk with one another, your iPhone talks with the other iPhones around it, and that could and has, not all the time, but enough so people were aware of it, would upload other people's phones. So instead of, let's say that your phone is in airplane mode or it's in a Faraday cage and it's being, dumped, but it's in a holding status at a police department. If I walk in with my iPhone, there used to be, maybe still is, potential that those two iPhones talk and then boom.
Yeah.
That iPhone now just updated without any sort of data plan because it attached to your iPhone, which attaches to the cloud, which is all that crazy garbage that makes your brain go to mush.
Looks like you just like grabbed the shafts and the balls on that one.
No, I just had a seizure.
Same thing.
As I was looking at the computer screen on my phone too close.
As Rich is talking about how the iPhones communicate and they track, and no matter what you do, they're always going to want to update each other, back each other up. So there's systems on top of systems with redundancy that always make this happen.
Yeah.
When you're walking down the middle of a street in any neighborhood, your phone is trying to connect to Wi-Fi. If you're sitting on your little phone and with your T-Mobile, your Verizon, whatever you got, it is literally creating a pattern between Wi-Fis. Wi-Fis are always trying to be like, hey, what's that? Let's connect. Hey, what's that? Should we connect?
Yep.
Can you connect? Do I have permission? So you're developing a pattern of behavior with your iPhone everywhere you go. That's how they know you're like 3 feet outside of a Burger King. They want to know what your visit was.
Yeah.
Even though
Why do you have so many crowns in your car, sir?
Crowns. We don't have any crowns on the set.
I got a veteran crown. I got military crowns.
Okay. Probably use one.
We'll
They're fun. They're fun. Anyways, as we go deeper into this, every phone talks to every phone. Every Wi-Fi backs up everything. So it always creates a pattern. I'm not telling people how to avoid crime. But if I have your behavior pattern, I have your speech pattern, I can kind of predict what you're going to do and what you did do. Well, I can now go to court and argue that you left your iPhone at home for 5 hours and you don't normally do that. Your screen time's recorded, your click times, the views, everything you do is on that phone and creates a behavior pattern. I can now argue that your phone's behavior was completely different on the day of the crime.
Yes.
People are like, I'm going to leave my phone at home and they'll never catch me.
The lack of information can also be suspicious
Anything
as much
you say
as
can
additional
will be used against
information,
you.
right?
Yep.
So like you said, every day this guy has his phone on him. It's never turned off for more than like 30 minutes or it's, for an update or something like that.
Now it's in a hole for 24 hours.
That all of a sudden on the day of the murder, the phone is off and in airplane mode for 5 hours during the, the hours of when this person was killed. What a coincidence.
Oh, dude.
And then you get to do that. Why was that?
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Oh, dude. The other thing on TikTok that's going around right now, and I did look into it, from 2019 forward, there's a telecommunications box in just about every car that's ever built.
Yeah.
And it's constantly giving you information back and forth. All these videos are telling you like how to take these out of your thing, out of your car, so they don't track you anymore. Your Ford Pass, your whatever, so you can start your car a mile and a half away with your phone. You're coming back from the airport, you want to warm your stuff up. As soon as you get below altitude, you can start your car. Well, they're selling your data. GMC was sued for this. They found that they were tracking everything, and people's insurance rates were going up because they were tracking hard braking, speeding, and other.
Yeah.
Well, the insurance companies bought that data and were like, Rich, you were hard braking and speeding. You're that's it. Your insurance is going up.
Yep.
We're done here. Well, they sued. They won a bunch of money. But in 2027, allegedly in a bill that was signed under Biden.
2027?
In 2027, it's going active.
Oh,
okay. A bill that was signed by Biden in 2024. No, 24. When was it? Hold on a second.
Either way, during the Biden administration, there's...
what was it? Was it six? No, hold on. Anyways, I'll get the year wrong. I apologize. They signed a bill making AI applicable in all vehicles, forward-facing cameras to your face, pupil dilation, respirations, and blood pressure. Your car's going to do a diagnostic on you before you drive. If you're too messed up to drive, the car's going to be like, yeah, we're not going to start. And the biggest argument that I would have is, well, if you're in an emergency and your pupils are dilated and you got to rush to the hospital with your wife that's pregnant, the car's going to be like, yeah, we're not going to start.
What if you got cerebral palsy? Like in cerebral palsy, like you're shaking, making.
Michael J. Fox is not getting behind the wheel. What are you saying? This is
I'm saying,
that's Parkinson's.
He could. A Tesla.
Maybe crazy.
He's just got hard to maintain eye contact.
Jesus, you're not wrong. So people with disabilities could be effed on this one.
Yeah,
but it's also a privacy thing. My thing about driving, I love driving because my car doesn't complain. If I stomp on the gas, the truck's like, cool, we're doing it. If I stomp on the brakes, like, we're stopping too.
So I got my new truck, in like January with you, and used truck, but new to me. And one of the things that's pissing me off is I need to turn it off. Is it automatically brakes when I'm backing up and I'm too close to something? It's like, you're going too fast.
But you're not, though. It thinks you're too close.
It thinks I'm going too fast. I know what I'm doing. I'm going to get close to that thing because I have a camera that shows me I can get, within 4 inches of anything behind me. Like, stop.
4 inches.
And it scares the shit out of me. Yeah. It makes me jump. I'm like, oh, because it makes me feel like I've lost control of the car.
What did I do?
Because I have lost control of the car. It's taken control away from me.
Is it worse than when your wife decides she wants to brake 500 feet prior to any stops? Oh, my God, we're not stopping. We're not stopping. You're like, oh, dude, we got like a quarter mile, honey. I love you.
I just blindfold her. It's great.
Oh, God. I don't have that ability.
You got to trank him.
My wife is amazing, though. When she's behind the wheel, no wrong.
You said you had a story about your significant other.
Well, it's more of it's not a driving story, but My wife is awesome. She works her ass off. She's on Amazon solving all the household issues. Like, we need a grill cover. I'm like, do it.
Yeah. Okay, she's got a grill cover. She's amazing. Perfect. Good call, Joe. Butter her up. What'd she do wrong?
It's not that she did wrong. It's just cute. It's cute.
You're like no, I love her. She's great. She's never done anything wrong. This one time, though. This one time.
So we call that a preface. In most conversations, we like to preface or butter up, right? Like, we like to present the information. It's a soft opening. This is what I'm about to tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm doing to protect my sanity.
What's it called when you take your time so that you can, like, distance yourself from a conversation you don't want to have? What's that called?
Quitting the podcast. I don't want to be outed right now. All right.
So your friend that had a wife, tell me what she did.
Yeah, so this one super distant situation way over there.
Not even close to us.
I heard about it.
Yeah. From a guy.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. He was a bro. I didn't like him. He was like treating his wife poorly.
Go on.
No, she was talking about measuring the grill cover, and in my mind's eye, I'm like, this thing's like 5 feet, 60 inches, whatever, 55 inches. She's like, well, I found a grill cover for 55. I'm like, well, there's a tape measure in the drawer. So she grabs the tape measure, and I guess for our audio people, like that are just listening audio-wise, she pulls the tape measure out for her arm length, which is fine, pulled to 55 inches. My wife's wingspan is not 55 inches. So she pulls the tape measure out, wings out 55 inches, and she's looking at her wingspan like, nah, grill's bigger than that. Well, the problem is the tape measure's not taut. It's not straight. It's not a linear 55 inches. It is a hooped, looped, bottomed out 55 inches.
Wait, so she grabbed one end and then grabbed the 55-inch end.
Stretches
and
it
then
out.
pulled her arms out wide and goes, oh, wait a second. The grill is bigger than the tips of my fingers are from end to end.
But the
what
tape
she
measure
doesn't
loops
realize
down
is
in a bow.
Yeah.
And I'm like, babe, I love you, dude. I'm like, you are awesome. You take care of business. We ordered bobas and all sorts of cool stuff that day. She got a grill cover, solved that problem, and I wasn't even really involved. I'm just like, you're sweet. I love you.
You know what would have been cooler is if she just like went up to the grill itself and just
did the
like
hand
put her
thing?
hands out and then walked over to you and said, measure my fingertips.
So where there's times I get to step in and help out, there's other times I don't have to step in and help out. She's a bull. I'm like, okay, cool, you got this. I'm going to step out of your way.
What did she say when you were like, there's the tape is like sagging in the middle?
There's not really a saying. There wasn't a you're wrong, I'm right. I'm like, hey, babe, why don't we just measure it in real life? Why don't we just go outside? We'll measure it. No, I'll figure it out. And she did.
Yeah.
Without having to there was no conversation. She just goes, oh, this isn't it? I'll just go outside and check. So within minutes, we're outside checking, and now we have a brand new grill cover that's not 15 years old, ripped as shit.
Nice.
Yeah. So she solved all the problems, and it was kind of fun. But it's little shit like that.
It was just the way that you got to the ending. You were like, that could be an issue. That could be a problem.
You might have went through this. Pregnancy brain. That's a real thing.
Oh, yeah. Mom brain.
The PTSD moments, the TBIs. Anytime we forget information, try to recall it, and it's really hard to get, it's really hard. You're like, oh, I got to get there. And the further you think about it, the harder you think about it, the further the information goes away. Well, at one point...
So I'm not dumb. I'm just on a journey to the information.
Oh, you are on a journey. Yeah, little guy. Yeah. We all are. And people demand a lot of information from us on a daily basis. So if you don't have it right away,
I'm just on my journey.
Yeah, I'm not.
I'm just thinking really hard, so my thought is further in the distance.
I want to develop a really nice answer for you.
In fact, I need to get dumber so then the answer comes back faster and it's not so far away.
Might be wrong, but the answer's still there.
I tried to measure out the distance from me and the answer, but the tape measure is sagging in the middle.
Yeah. Real quick, so pregnancy brain, forgetting shit like that. At one point, this is now my kids are 13 and 11. My wife's like, how do you call and text the same number? It just for her didn't work. She was watching a commercial on TV about a law firm. If you're hurt in a car, call William whoever.
Yeah.
Well, the number flashed across the screen and said call or text. She's like, how do you do that? You're on the phone.
Because we're from an older generation
where you can only do one thing at a time on a phone.
Thing.
Yeah.
The phone number that you called was a direct landline. It was never a cell phone.
Never going to text
now,
it, right?
you have Google phones, or Google numbers,
AI
whatever.
Apps, yeah.
AI apps where you can text a thing and it sends it to an email or a bot or your receptionist gets it in an app. So then you can respond back and forth via the app.
Correct.
Yeah. What are you quacking it for?
It's a plastic cork. It doesn't come out real.
Oh, okay.
If it was a real cork, it'd be different.
What you drinking?
You know what I'm drinking.
13 Monkeys All American Whiskey.
It is.
That's nice.
It's the 94 proof.
Ooh,
It's 9 plus 4 is 13.
Is that barrel strength or cask strength? Is 94?
No, not barrel or cask, but it is a bourbon. Original oak barrel.
Well, I mean, yeah, but normal bourbons are like 80, aren't they?
So we did 94 because it's 9 plus 4 is 13.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And it actually marries up to the other bottle. Do you remember seeing that?
Yep.
Yeah. But I figured today was a bourbon day. I was talking to the guys on Discord. When I say the guys, Jester, LDO, a couple others.
Okay.
Yeah, we can't put them all out there. But there's a good one. The Hunter 6 guy. And then I think it's Malwich Sandwich. No, I'm just kidding. I just murdered your name. It's the alcohol, brother. Don't take any offense. But if you do, put it in Discord. We'll figure it out later.
Yeah.
So, yeah, watching my wife trying to figure out some of the things during pregnancy brain, I got to imagine that you've been through a few things.
It's only been a month and a half, but yeah. The other day, she was inconsolable because the baby was she felt like a little warm. She was like, I think the baby's got a fever. I need to check and see if the baby's got a fever. Sweet. Yeah. That makes sense to me. Baby, fever. Let's get a thermometer out, make sure the baby's okay.
But the thermometer's in your butthole, and you're trying to figure out why.
It felt like there was a big thermometer in my butthole for a little while. So I get the thermometer, and she does a forehead scan. Solid temp, good temp, not a fever. I'm like, okay. It's like, but that's the least precise way of getting a temperature. I'm going to do the inner ear. Okay. Changes the thermometer, does the inner ear. No fever.
I'm dying here.
No fever.
Because we're stuck with under the armpit and in the butthole. Like, we've taken all, and we're going to take an average.
So I'm there. Yeah, I'm there. And I'm like, all right, not a fever. She's like, it's still not as accurate. Get me the other thermometer. I'm going to do one underneath the armpit. And I'm like, okay, thermometer under the armpit.
Yeah.
Not a fever. The most accurate is a rectal temp. I'm like, you're not putting a fourth thermometer up my son's ass. Not like she put 4 of them. I go, you're not going to get a fourth reading after 3 of them said he's okay.
Her probable cause is gone. She has nothing to lead her to that final causality. Actually, I thought there was an officer in Buffalo that might have looked for drugs in a butthole at some point in time.
Which there's a number of officers that have.
Forcefully. But yeah, your wife's probable cause is done after that point. If I was your son's attorney, I'd too.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, now I'm like, all right, hey, 3 things that you said you had to do. Then you escalated from there because you didn't get the answer that you wanted.
Ooh.
Right? You wanted the he's got a fever because now we can try to solve that. If it's not a fever, then we don't know what's making him warm or cranky. We can't not know. Very good. You're with me. You've been to this.
Oh, my God. I have seen this show before.
So I'm like, we're not going to put things up his ass for the 4th determination when we've got 3 things, right?
Yeah.
So she's upset, and she will not let it go for hours. I really just, it's the most precise. It's the most precise. Right?
It's an OODA loop. It's a decision-making process, and we're circling it, and we're coming back to the same thing.
So finally,
circle.
I'm like, okay, I need to see what she's thinking. I need to try and understand. Okay. Right? I'm going to open up
her brain?
Myself.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay.
And I'm going to try to understand why we have to shove something up the kid's ass. So I say this to her. I go, hey.
I'm looking down at this, May. Your poor child.
Yeah. He didn't get anything up his butt. I won that argument. So I look at her. I'm like, okay, I just need to know what's going on. Why is it that we'll take 3 different temperatures but ignore them and go to the 4th? And I asked this.
It's not the answer I want.
Right? And I go, and then my second question is, what's the point of these 3 temperature readings if we're just going to ignore them? Right? And she kept saying over and over again, her response that was, the rectal one is the most precise. I go, oh, no, I know the rectal one's the most precise. But why are we going to take these measurements if we're just going to ignore them anyway? Well, the rectal is more precise. Hold on. All right. Ignore rectal. Take it all out. There's no rectal anymore. I'm not even talking about rectal. I go, why are we doing steps 1 through 3 if 1 through 3 don't matter? Why are we buying all these different thermometers if we're not going to trust any of them? We're only going to trust the most extreme.
I'm not sucking a dick. I'm just checking my mic for our editor.
Nice.
He said that it should be at least this close.
At least that's close.
All right, we're close.
So, and then she's just like, she said something that was like dead on. She's like, she almost said, it's to make me feel better. Or it's like, it doesn't make sense, but I want it that way.
It doesn't make my sense.
Yeah, she was like, I need it. I need to do it this way. And I was like, boom, that's cool.
We're doing it.
Nope. Nope. I said, that's great. Yeah. You want to do it that way. I go, but that's not necessary for him. He's his own person. Oh. If he's not feeling well, like we've got to think about him. We're not going to go in his butt after 3 different things just because you want to feel better about ignoring the 3 different things. We're not going to do that.
Dude,
there's a time for feelings.
You are being so logical right now.
Yeah.
And so reasonable.
It took a day because that argument like ended at night with just us not being happy with one another.
Yeah.
Even though I was like, just tell me why you're ignoring the 3. Why do them if you're going to? We couldn't get there. It was the next day when we came to that conclusion of, well, it makes me feel better. Okay. It makes you feel better. That's great.
But you had that conversation.
But is that good for the kiddo? Mm-hmm. Like, it might make you feel better, give you a peace of mind, but do we need to be poking and prodding him 3 different times? And I know, like, this is a temperature thing. It's not a big deal.
No.
I'm not injecting shit into him.
It's representative of how all problems are going to be solved related to illness.
Correct. It's a small issue, which is great because there's no real negative repercussions that come from this. He gets his temperature taken in an uncomfortable way.
Right?
The format's there, right?
Yeah, the format is 1, 2, 3, ignore 4. I found my answer. We're moving on. But when you address that, we bring everything back to logic and reasonableness. Okay, we don't really have an illness. We don't really have a fever. I'm overreacting. How can I self-check to move forward?
Yeah.
But it's also a self-check on you because, like, I've been in your same position, and I'm like, hey, logic. I failed to recognize the emotional part, and I have to understand that there's an emotional dump. When somebody gets mad, I just learned this recently, too. I was at a conference, by the way. Mm-hmm. Yep. And somebody told me this, so now it's fact.
Well, you're so smart.
I am smart now. But only by like one more fact.
I wish I went to a conference.
I actually texted you to get me out of that conference.
That was so good. This thing that you're teaching me that you learned at the conference was so great.
Well, after I learned the really cool thing, I needed to get out of there. I didn't want to learn anymore and overburden my brain.
That's true. You learned the one cool trick, and you're like, I can't forget this.
Can't forget it. Rich,
I have to save space in my hard drive.
So, yeah, I'm in the city of Buffalo, texted Rich to come get me out of this thing.
Yeah. So what'd you learn?
When you're mad or you're emotional, the hormones in your brain, like everything that goes up there to trigger all the I'm mad, I'm going to say this, I'm tell this person how I feel.
Yeah.
If you stop immediately upon feeling that, it's in your brain for like another 90 seconds. If you just wait 90 seconds after, I'm going to, whatever it is, 90 seconds, those chemicals diminish. We can get back to the logical part.
I got some strong-ass chemicals because let me tell you, that don't work for me.
Well, you're different. Guys are different. We're compartmentalizing information. We're logical, and when we make a decision to be mad, we're like pretty formidable opponents on being mad. Other people who react more emotionally, we could be based on lack of education or just maybe biometrics. Like if women are just more emotional, they just are. Like,
then you got like different times of your life where you're postpartum and your body's dumping hormones
not your
left
fault.
and right. Yeah,
but we got to recognize what that sounds like, right? Sticking your thermometer straight after 3 other things is not really where we want to be.
Yeah.
So after I learned, I'm like, damn, 90 seconds. I'm like, that's it. Everybody gets a 1.5 to 2 minute timeout, including myself. If I see myself getting mad, like you were talking about Twitter posts and, you know, you're on Twitter, but you go to Instagram for the fun baby stuff.
Yep.
I now just go, I need a 90-second timeout. I'm going to give it a try. Next time I get really mad, I'm going to give myself a 90-second timeout.
I feel like 90 seconds is the perfect amount of time to rub one out real quickly in a bathroom.
You too? Coincidence, not science.
I'm really mad. I need 90 seconds. Nobody bother me in the basement. Dad keeps going down to the basement like 5 times a day.
Yeah,
for
what
90
happens
seconds.
if it happens on a bus? You got hostages? What's going on?
That's where you always carry a jacket. You don't take the bus.
It's a what if. What if anything could happen?
Why do you think I got tints in my car? There's no road rage if you're a little sleepy every 90 seconds.
Oh, your tints are dark.
Yeah,
dude.
they are.
Yeah. Should I get tints on my truck then?
I don't see why you wouldn't. It would look good.
It would look good.
Joe drives a 2017 Mazda Miata.
What the fuck is that? What is it?
A Mazda Miata?
I don't know.
It's a small Mazda little sports car.
Have you ever seen me in a car? And I say that with a hard R. Car.
I say it with a soft R. Car.
Yeah.
Cara.
I've never had a car. I had a car once.
I've never seen with a car. I've seen a
1979 Ford Festiva.
Festiva.
Yeah, Festiva. Before the Fiesta. My friends used to pick it up and put it on the sidewalk. It was a very small car with thin doors. Dude, I got pulled over by a Buffalo cop, super black guy, and then a white cop. It was Ghost and something else. They had nicknames back in A District. They were like OGs back in the day.
Oh, yeah? Oh, this is when you were younger, so they were... Oh. So this is like...
I was 17. My aunt gave me the car because it was falling apart. It was my first beater, yeah. I was driving down Ridge Road towards Abbott Road. I ran over accidentally 25 cones. Maybe 26. We weren't counting. And the cop's like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, I lost control of the car. I'm a dumb little kid. He's like, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, so I got cut a break for that.
That's funny.
But yeah, it was...
So Brother Darkness and a white guy were in a car together, and they were like, what are you doing?
They had a nickname, though, but they were like good dudes. I bet you Reese would know him. Yeah.
Oh, definitely. He was around for a while.
So, yeah.
They didn't make you pick him up and put him back?
No, not at all.
I would have taken your keys to your car and be like, you ran him over, put him up, come back to me and get your keys. And then you've been like, that's what I would have done.
That would have been fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm okay with you. I'm okay with not arresting people for doing stupid shit.
Why?
But I'm also like, you've got to clean up your shit because I'm not going to let you get away with it because then there's like a standard of, you can do whatever you want in South Buffalo.
So what's funny is today's argument, it was an accident. I'm an immature kid. How are you going to argue that? I'm an immature kid. Back in the day, you pick them up, right?
One of my best psyops ever is just saying I'm sorry. If you can up or get trespassed, there's a certain level to like how much you can get away with I'm sorry, I don't know. But there is a lot you can get away with just being kind and saying, I'm sorry, I didn't know, I made a mistake. If you can say those three things over and over again when somebody's pissed at you because you're doing something stupid like breaking into an insane asylum that's that's been condemned and not open to the public and has fencing around it in the city of Buffalo.
Oh.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Ask me how I know. Then you can get away with a lot of jumping off of people's piers into the canal when it's a private pier. Hey, get out of here, kid. Dude, I'm sorry. I didn't know. It was just a pier.
All I hear in my ear is Dave Chappelle when he's making fun of white people. Like, I didn't know I couldn't do that.
I didn't know I could do that.
I didn't know I couldn't do that. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I didn't know I couldn't do that. Well, since we are a retro podcast, and we like to talk about different things, hard R's and things that people say.
And cars. Yes, we talk about the hard cars.
I thought it was hard tards.
Oh, tards. Dude, hard R means one thing and one thing only.
It doesn't.
If you start throwing out that when we say hard R's.
We do it here.
I'm like, I'm still working, dude. I can't. I'm going to go on the stand for...
I got a guy that...
When you on a podcast that says you use a hard R, what's that mean? It means retard. It means retard. It doesn't mean the racial
in the early
one.
90s way. And I'm willing to explain that to any jury that's willing to convict us.
It means it in my way.
Yeah.
In my way.
Sure.
My way.
All right. So.
Yeah. Stop being so retarded.
Yeah, stop being a gay wad. That's what my buddy told me via text message.
The old school,
gay
early
wad,
2000s, late 90s insults.
I'll go late 90s, yeah. They're fantastic,
funny.
dude. And they're just so appropriate. Like, you have to find the meaning in them.
Yeah.
But I'm in my 40s, dude. He called me a gay wad.
You just got to laugh it off.
No, I want to drive over his house and punch his mom, dude. Like, that's it.
Ken?
These are words. Like, he said bad words to me. That's
he said bad words to me. I have to fight him.
I don't even know what this means and why he said them. But, yeah, he called it gay wads. Yeah.
Gay wad.
Dude, in a text message, gay wad. I'm like, oh, okay, gay wad, psych. And then all these crazy words are, like, flooding into my brain from, like, early 90s. Do you remember the BMX bikes?
Of course.
That had the, like, dinner plates on them? I forgot what they were called.
Dinner plates?
They completely encompassed the spoked part of the tire.
So I remember they were called, instead of spokes, it was like 3 prongs. Like, kind of like a...
This is
like
different.
They
were like whole ass discs that cover the entire wheel.
I know that
allegedly to give you a little bit more aerodynamics when you're doing BMX tricks from the movie Rad. Do you remember ever seeing these things?
No, I remember the 3 massive plastic legs in the wheel. They called them
and Dyno Megs.
Megs. We called them Megs. Yeah.
And then we had pegs that you could sit on, not the ones where the dude's in the butt.
Nope, or your old lady.
I mean, I guess you could ride
dude
both,
effing you in the butt is not pegging. It's a lady effing you in the butt is the pegging.
Why do you know
Unless the
that?
dude's wearing a backwards dildo because he's already got his own dong.
You don't go to church. I can tell.
Not enough.
Jesus, can you help us? Little guidance here, bud.
I don't remember seeing.
I'll find a picture.
I know what they look like because I've seen them on motorcycles before, and motorcycles like don't use them a lot because a cross breeze like pulls at the wheel.
But on BMX bikes, they put these plastic discs on the wheels, and it totally encompassed all the spokes were gone.
And they did it just because it would look cool.
I don't know. I had one. I bought it from Hills.
Hills. Oh my gosh. They gave you free popcorn if you were a kid.
They sure did. Dude, ever tell you about the scam at Hills?
What's the scam at Hills?
So
for those of you who don't know what Hills is, it's like Ames for us as well as also gone, but it's basically like Walmart before Walmart. It was
It's a baby Target.
Baby Target. Very
baby
good.
Target.
It's a large, what do you call it kind of store?
Just a store.
Yeah, but isn't there like a term for it? Like a something store?
Bizarre.
You're bizarre.
It had everything.
It had, either way, yeah.
So
whatever. It had like a large convenience store. Either way, it's like a mini Walmart, a mini Target.
Yeah.
And we had them all over the place. And some of the other competitors before they were bought out and went out of business were Ames and Hills before then. Mm-hmm. So you would get free popcorn if you were a kid, which was great.
It was awesome. And they had like slushies.
Yep,
so you get all sugared up, amped up, run through the store. Need a He-Man superhero.
Yeah, people think Target was like the only place that had a Starbucks in it. It was like, no, Ames and Hills. Yeah. Hills had a full little courtyard that you could get like hot dogs, hamburgers.
So if you were poor, like I grew up, you would go to Hills and be like, I want some popcorn to fill my empty belly.
Yeah. We would. It was right next to my high school, so we'd walk over there. It was before I was in high school, unfortunately, or I forget. And yeah, you get popcorn on your way back home.
Popcorns and slushies.
Yep.
And these kids figured out if they went to the back of the store, grabbed a product off the shelf, they could walk up next to the slushy station where the popcorn was, return that item, get store credit, and buy real shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It was like shoplifting before shoplifting. It was a kind of a complicated scam. And these kids that were doing, I'm like, how'd you figure that out? Like, my brain just didn't work that way. I couldn't understand, like, wait. You're taking something and you're getting money for nothing.
Yep.
I didn't understand it. Like, it was implausible.
I'll tell you who, but I only just recently found out you could do this. And by recently, I mean like the past year, maybe 2. Somebody I know let me in on this little interesting thing. He was like, if you were poor, what you would do similar way to the Hills thing is you would go to like Walmart and you would look around the parking lot for a receipt that was blown around.
Oh.
Because what happens is too many people did the Hills thing where you just like grabbed an item and then returned it in the store, right? You didn't have proof of purchase. So what they would do is he would go through the Walmart parking lot.
I already know where this is going, man.
Look for something good on the receipt. There was like $20, whatever. Go into Walmart with the receipt. Go and find wherever that item was, pick up the item, and then go to the return section. Say, hey, I'm returning this item. By the way, here is my receipt.
They never saw him come in. They don't know where he's coming from.
Well, nobody's checking that.
Yeah, but it comes up in cameras later.
Later on it does, sure. Like if you do it a bunch at the same spot, people will, you'll get caught. And I'm sure that maybe eventually he did. But yeah, that was a similar little scam. You see these dumb people on TikTok and stuff? I know it's staged. I know it's like some of it's staged and some of it isn't. And I'll give you a staged thing. So it's called the pencil trick. You know what I'm talking about?
No. I immediately went back to a childhood story. Go ahead.
Guy goes into Lowe's, recording on TikTok, right? He's like, this is the pencil trick. You can buy anything and it only costs a pencil. So he gets a stove, puts it on a wheelie dolly, grabs a pencil from Home Depot, right? Puts it inside of the stove, goes up to the self-checkout, opens up the door of the stove, scans the pencil inside the stove, closes the door, walks out. Stove, 97 cents.
Still stealing.
Still stealing,
yeah.
Yes, right? Posting that, dumb.
I hit my mic.
Drink. So that, to me, is fake. It's so obviously fake. It's somebody that's a part of the store. It's a guy taking out a gag, making a joke, right? There are people at the self-checkout that go, you're buying a $1,200 appliance and it costs 97 cents. What'd you do? You know what I mean?
We're seeing this, yeah.
However,
Too obvious.
there are then real TikToks, Instagram posts, stories, reels, whatevers, of actual people doing similar things, which is filling up a garbage can with like random, it probably costs like $100, $200, and then going and scanning the garbage can and then walking out with it. It's similar things. Anything that can hold something, they'll throw in it, smaller items in it, and then they'll scan the larger item that has the items stored in it, and then walk it out. And those ones are real because you're like, okay, you saved $30. That's a poor person thing to do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna steal this and then I'm going to go sell it on Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace. I'll tell you a story about how we busted a lady doing that. Tell me your pencil story.
Well, it's related to pencils. One, I don't think you really have to do that. If we talk about, you remember how we talked about elicitation and talking and building relationships with people?
Yeah.
If you go into a store that you frequent, and if you're going to Home Depot, you're fixing shit, right? Yeah. You got an apartment, you got a house, I want to rebuild a trailer, whatever. You get to know the employees. Eventually, you make a relationship with the assistant manager because you're bound to have a problem. If there are a certain amount of interactions, you're bound to have an issue and you got to talk to somebody.
Yeah.
Rather than being a complete prick and an abrasive human being, what if you were, hey, John, the assistant manager, that's really neat. Yeah, I'm just down on my luck, like I'm poor or whoever. I'm working on a project. You know what that manager has inside his head? Information on how the whole store operates. The whole store operates on a computer inventory system. Uh-huh. And it also operates with human beings. Human beings make mistakes. So if a human being in a forklift truck, forklift guys, this is you, lift trucks, also you take a product, that $1,200 stove, and put it up on the top shelf in the back corner of the whole store. Well, I forgot about it. You forgot about it. We don't know it's there. The computer system didn't. The computer system says that stove sitting in the back corner didn't sell. We need to lower the price. It has an algorithm. It has a time and a place. We need to lower the price, lower the price, lower the price, lower the price. Next thing you know, you got a $1,200 stove sitting now. Somebody found it. Mm. And it's literally sitting down as like a manager special, a super markdown, go buy me right now price. $2, $3. I bought an $800 dishwasher for $2.50 or 56 cents one time.
Get out.
Yeah, because I knew the assistant manager. He's like, hey, dude, our system flagged this dishwasher. You have to come get this. Can you get it now? I'm like, I'm working. I'm sending somebody right now. Here's my card. I'm buying that before it even hits the floor.
But that wasn't like an intentional scam. That was like a thing where like, hey, dude, this thing happened. It fell off the books, but it's on the books.
They can't change the price.
Yeah.
Once the computer says it's this price, that's the legal price it has to sell for, or it's like bait and switch. Can you imagine telling me it's $2.50 and I get there and I got to pay $800 for my $800 dishwasher?
I'd be pissed.
No. Home Depot has it built into loss prevention. They have a little budget line for all this stuff because humans make mistakes.
Oh, bro,
We bought grills. We've bought things like this. Now, does it get a little sketchy when it happens all the time? Absolutely. But it happens enough where they have a line of appliances that are marked down. You're like, well, how is this $1,000 less? Because it's not selling, and a new appliance is backing up behind it.
Well, yeah, that's the thing is inventory. You need turnover. You're not a storage facility. Yeah. You're a sales facility. Get rid of it if it stays here too long.
But it's not the manager making the price. It's the computer algorithm. So there's no like bias in there other than, hey, dude, if you can get to the store, buy this thing. Well, I just bought it online.
That's just a cool hack. I mean, that's an actual like cool, interesting thing inside the business. It's not like a. But it happens
everywhere, I guess.
Yeah.
And treating people like human beings probably gets you a little bit further. Mm-hmm. So rather than going, yeah, I got this countertop and it's all your fault. Well, maybe it's, hey, dude, like I really need this countertop for my house. I'm a relatable human being. Can we be friends? And then maybe you do get that dishwasher.
By building a relationship with the
just because it's there
with the managers that are in
nothing wrong with it. That's business. They've already built that. They've already baked it into the prices. Mm-hmm. And
we caught I think it was a Bed Bath and Beyond. It was some sort of similar store, and I was a detective I believe at the time in the Upper West Side of Buffalo. And there's a bunch of stores around there. And one of the other detectives had like 4 or 6 cases with this female who would bring in some of her friends, but it was always this main female that would go into this Bed Bath & Beyond, Bath & Body Works store, get like her friend to carry a basket, she would carry a basket, and just clean out. just put a bunch of shit in the baskets and then walk out and steal it.
Yeah.
Right? Just over and over and over. And like I said, like, we knew it was her. She's on camera half a dozen times. We've got her face. We've got her build. She's wearing the same shirt sometimes. And one day, 911 call. Hey, we're working, you know, and hey, the girl came in and stole some shit. We're like, okay. Takes a little while for it to, you know, get dispatched to the patrol officers.
Oh,
like
there's always a delay.
5 or 10 minutes, right?
Yeah.
You know, and the person's gone with the stolen items already. So really, it's just a report. There's no real rush.
Should be, right? Yeah.
So they get there, you know, like 10 minutes after the 911 call, you know, after it's, you know, they get dispatched in, and they got to drive there. So about 10 minutes after the 911 call goes in, there the officers are there ready to take the report. Doesn't this dumb bitch show up in another car and like go to walk into the store, and they're like, yo, that's her right there in that car that just pulled up. And the cops are like, hey, you, come here. She gets like 30 feet of like almost a foot chase, and they snatch her up. They grab dude in the car, the getaway driver. I forget if she had somebody else in the car with her, but we got her. And dog's barking. Shut up, Jax, idiot. So,
apparently he understands English. He must be smart.
he's pretty good. So we end up getting her, and we bring her back, and first off, we got to see like how involved is dude.
Yeah.
And we figure out what happens, right? Her process is she'll go on Facebook, she'll find a Facebook Uber, basically, is what we call it.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's not an Uber, it's not a Lyft, it's just a dude on Facebook that's got a car that's like, hey, 10, 20 bucks for here and there, and I'll drive you, right? Just to make some cash under the table. Yeah. And as cool as that is, and as like as many normal people use it, it's also something that hoodlums take advantage of in order to get their crimes done, because there's no tracing things. It's just me and somebody talking on Facebook. It takes
effort to get there. Yeah.
I don't know who it is, and then you block that account if you do a crime, and now even if they did try to want to give you up, all the messages are gone. It's all blocked. Your profile's gone. So this guy is just like, I don't know. She told me she'd give me 30 bucks. All I got to do is drive for her, and I picked her up over here and then dropped her off over there. So we find out where she lived. We find out, you know, who she is. We know that she's been doing this over and over and over again. We get a warrant for her house. We're like, holy shit, look at all the stuff in her house that she's stolen. She's got like a dozen plus felony charges now, because all she does is steal. Like, now it's not just like, oh, she stole $120 at a time.
Combined.
It hasn't reached that felony. No,
we're there.
Now with the 12 times, she's well past that felony level. She's like stole like $5,000 worth of shit from this place. And man, I've used about $5,000 worth of shit from Bath and Body Works. Is an insane amount of shit.
That's a fuck ton of lotion, bro.
So
what are we doing with it?
I'm talking to her, right? I've had these classes. I'm going to talk to her. I'm going to investigate, interview. And we just start talking, and she's just a piece of shit. Just a huge piece of shit. I'm like, all right, why are you doing this? She's like, that's how I make money. She's in government subsidized housing. She's on food stamps.
So she's super subsidizing?
Super duper.
Jesus.
And so she's got, you know, Medicaid, Medicare, whatever. She's got all of the social things that you need to do if you were a person that needed help. She doesn't. She's just a turd, right? So she's abusing the system. She's already getting free money, free housing, free food, right? And now she's like, I'm going to steal and get more free money and not have to work. She goes on vacations with all the money that she makes from this shit, by the way.
She has nothing to lose. What are you going to take from this girl?
Her business is she goes and steals from Bath and Body Works, goes on Facebook and says, I will make you a Bath and Body Works birthday basket or anniversary basket for $150 with all the free shit that I just stole. And she makes like dozens of baskets from all this, from just like she makes like 2 or 3 or 4
from her
baskets
thievery
from just one big thing that she steals. And so you imagine she goes in one time, she's probably making $500 off that one basket.
So here's my problem. All her socialness, all the money that she gets from all the things, what if she applied herself in a legal manner? She's got a business.
Oh, if only she applied herself.
What if she bought everything on a discount and then sold it with a small markup because she did the labor? Like,
if only,
she has
Joe.
A legitimate business.
Yep, but decides that she wants to do
a
criminally
birthday
just
basket from
steal
Bed Bath
shit.
& Beyond. Hey, my fiance, my wife, I need a floral themed basket. I would like tropical colors and something else. What do you got? Dude, that's a business. Business is always answering a question that somebody has.
Yeah.
I'm solving a problem.
I can give you the gift that you don't have to think about. That's easy peasy, and
Herpes?
your girl will love it.
Oh, shit.
there you
Okay,
go.
my bad. I'm sorry.
So I'm talking to her, and she's like, yeah, I make these baskets. You know, I get like $80, $100
Yeah.
a pop, you know, for them because it costs me nothing to make.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, why don't you, I don't think we did get a warrant for her house. I was like, either way, I tried to convince her. I'm like, hey, you went there earlier today. Tell me where that stuff is so I can get it and return it. She's like, why? I'm like, what do you mean, why? So why would I already stole it? It's already mine. Why would I give it back to you? I go, I want you to give it back to me because I want you to show that you're sorry. I want, when I go to a judge and when it goes in front of a jury, for them to be like, oh, okay, she got caught. She's doing the right thing.
She's remorseful.
She's giving the things
Didn't
back.
really mean it.
She's like,
no, it was super deliberate.
She's like, fuck no. She's like,
Yeah.
no, I'm not giving you anything back. I'm already arrested. I'm not giving shit back. I was like, you dirty piece of shit.
I got a little bit of respect for the game, right?
I got a little respect for the game of like you already
putting
got
on
me.
the-
I'm
you're-
not giving you anything.
Yeah, you're putting on the pressure. She's standing her ground. It's
But
you
just
know,
so blatantly such a turd. Just
Yeah.
not only am I abusing the system for all these, you know, like free monies and shit like that, but I'm also just going to rip off this business.
But is she really disabled if
Half
she's got
a
a
dozen-
business plan?
She's not.
With
She's
an
nothing.
organized-
She's just a liar.
I know, I get that.
She,
but
I think I told you this already. I might have said it in passing, but she's gone on vacations with the amount of money
oh
that
no,
she's
you said
had.
that. Yeah,
I was like, gall.
I don't go on vacation.
Go to jail.
Yeah.
You go straight to jail.
The
right
little
to jail.
Monopoly guy. Go to jail.
Go to jail.
And we're done.
Right to jail.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, right
or
to
that
jail.
little Mexican henna roll.
That's
to
what it
jail.
was.
Yeah.
Yes. Right to jail.
Right to jail. Yeah. Man, I'll tell you, people with the scams and stuff, man, I'm kind of over it, and I think people are going to lash out, and I hope that it doesn't turn into something big.
Put them down. Put them down.
Put them all down.
Put them all down. Oh, you like scamming old lady out of money because you call them up and tell them that you're like, give me a gift card? Put them down. Put them down.
Dude, the gift card scams, if you guys are listening and you've ever get a phone call and it's from a weird number or a number that you know, and they're trying to make you feel an emotion prior to asking you for money, it's a scam.
Yeah, usually it's
And
fear.
It is fear.
It's fear. Hey, we're going to turn off your electricity
I have
tomorrow.
a warrant for your arrest. I'm from the security department of most of the social services.
Yeah.
With a warrant from the police agency in your area. Okay, cool.
We've got your car's extended warranty. I don't care if it's real or not. Those people are so full of shit. I once sat on the phone for 10 minutes. I was like, hey, man,
I got one.
you got, hold on.
It's on my phone. Go ahead. You
You
tell
get
your
recorded
story.
one?
No, I didn't. Not recorded. It's all text. But man, they're so diligent in their efforts. I must have had fun for 45 minutes with this one.
I had a person call me up. They're like, we want to do an extended warranty. And the one
Yeah.
time I had fun with them, I was like, cool, what car are you calling about? They're like, oh, what car do you have? We need to verify your car. I'm like, you called me up about my car's extended warranty. How do you not know what car I have? They're like, Kia Sonata. I'm like, wrong.
Kia Sonata, Honda Sonata.
Whatever.
How about I your mom? Sorry about
Whatever.
that, YouTube. Yeah.
So that was the one. I was like, dude, if you called me, you tell me what car needs the extended warranty. Well,
Yeah.
that's not how this works. Yeah, that is. You called me. Tell me what car needs the extended warranty. Hung up. The other one was, it was a nice young lady, I assume. She called me up, and I had a Chevy Trailblazer that I bought at auction for $1,500.
Oh, the one you rolled.
No,
And-
it was the one after the one I rolled. I rolled my car, and then I went to the auction looking for a car.
Yeah.
And then a Chevy Trailblazer
You
was
rolled
up for $1,500, and I was like, oh shit. It's the end of the day. $1,500 is nothing for that. So I bought another Trailblazer.
I bought another bad luck charm.
I liked them.
Yeah, no, they're fine. You rolled one. It's cool. You trust them.
I didn't roll it, but put it sideways into a pole.
Dude, semantics.
Didn't
all right? We're talking about angles of the dangle at this point.
Either way,
Yeah.
she's like, you need to buy an extended warranty. I'm like, how much? And she's like, $2,500. I go, honey, I want to tell you something. I bought my car at auction for $1,500, and you're telling me I need to spend $2,500 on an extended warranty for that car? She's like, yeah. I go, do you see how that doesn't make sense? I go, if something breaks on that car, you know what I can do? I can buy a whole nother car better than that one for $2,500 at the auction. Or I can just buy a piece and get it fixed up for less than that. I go, do you see that? But she like couldn't hang up on me because she's one of the ones.
Please leave your message for 848.
Oh, hang up. You need to *67 dial those numbers so then they don't return your phone call.
Okay. Well, I mean, it could be a real job opportunity.
Could be a real job opportunity. But
So-
we're only going to see that job opportunity on the Overserved
Dude, such a good opportunity.
After show, exclusively on Pepperbox, where we'll call some of these people and talk to them about extending their car's warranty. And also, you've sent us mail. We're going to open up some of the packages that you guys have sent us, which we greatly appreciate. I'm saying that before.
If any of it explodes, we're going to be not here next week.
Yeah, you can't send us bombs or nothing, because then we're just not going to be here anymore.
Yeah, that's rude.
No bueno.
Yeah.
We got to get a bomb-sniffing dog now. But either way, thanks for joining us on the Overserved podcast. If you want to check us out for our exclusive after show, go check us out on Pepperbox. I'm AC, Rich High Angry Cops, and this is Joe. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, Joe. Say goodbye.
Bye, Joe.
Bye, Joe.